Namaste. I'm sure many of us have seen the viral clip where United States Vice President J.D. Vance said he hopes his Hindu-raised wife will convert to Christianity. That statement might sound personal, but it reflects something much deeper. It reveals how Hindu identity continues to be misunderstood, dismissed, and sometimes disrespected in today's world. The purpose of this video is to simply reflect, because moments like this remind us why it matters to know who we are and to never apologize for it. We were raised in the fold of Sanātan Dharma, taught to see divinity wherever truth, love, and compassion are expressed, to bow to wisdom, whether it comes from the Vedas or from any sincere speaker. We don't clutch pearls or our religion in fear, and we don't treat others as souls to be converted, because Dharma teaches ekam sat vipra bahuda vadanti. Truth is one, and the wise call it by many names. That openness is not weakness, it's confidence. It's the strength of a civilization that has seen the divine in all and still stood firmly rooted in truth. Conversion culture is built on the idea that only one path is right and everyone else must be saved. That idea has never belonged to Hinduism. We don't convert because we don't claim ownership of the soul. Our goal isn't recruitment, it's realization. Yet for centuries, Hindus have been targeted for conversion precisely because our worldview threatens systems built on exclusivity and control. When a public figure says his Hindu spouse should see the light, it reveals the same mindset that what is sacred to us is somehow lesser. It's not an isolated remark either, especially with the rise of Hindu phobia across the world and especially here in the United States. It's part of a pattern, a quiet and deliberate effort to reshape the Hindu identity into something apologetic, diluted, and erased. We've seen this mindset rise elsewhere too. At colleges, on campuses, Hindus who simply teach or practice their dharma are being labeled extremists. This is no coincidence. It's a calculated attempt to make us feel ashamed of our culture and to equate devotion with danger. It's time we stop allowing this blatant and backhanded disrespect. We must speak with clarity, not anger, act with courage, not fear, and stand together, because when we stand divided, we're easier to silence. Dharmo rakshati rakshataha. Dharma protects those who protect it. That protection begins not with outrage, but with awareness, education, and fearless pride in our roots. And let's be clear, this is not a political attack. We cannot keep silencing ourselves out of fear of upsetting one side or our party. When Dharma is insulted from any side, we must have the courage to call it out, because moral clarity should never depend on political alignment. So, to Vice President Vance, whether you said those words to publicly pressure your wife or to cater to the conversion-thirsty factions of your Christian evangelical base, understand what that reveals. It exposes a deep ignorance about the faith that shaped your wife's upbringing, a faith that doesn't chase converts or cling to insecurity, a faith that sees truth wherever truth shines and sees divinity where love and righteousness are lived. If you truly respect Usha and the millions of Hindus who share her heritage, you take some time to learn about her dharma. Learn that Hinduism doesn't need to convert anyone because it already embraces everyone. It doesn't seek to control, it seeks to awaken. It doesn't fear difference, it reveres it. To dismiss that for political gain isn't leadership, it's moral cowardice. And a true leader shouldn't cater to bigotry. He should rise above it. Over the course of centuries, our greatest weakness has been division, has been the inability to unite, has been the fear to upset, so many Hindus quietly and sacredly observe their own dharma. But with that, there is no religion in the world that is targeted for conversion like Hinduism. And we have to ask ourselves why that is. So all followers of Dharma, seekers of truth, practitioners of Hinduism, we are at an inflection point in time. Whether we choose to succumb to the pressure, to cower in fear, or do we choose to rise up, stand up for our Dharma, to embrace the teachings of our rishis and our ancestors who preserved this dharma with strength and sacrifice, not so we could watch it mocked or misunderstood, but so its light could guide the world long after empires fell. We honor them not through outrage, but through conviction, through the daily act of living dharma courageously, compassionately, and unapologetically. Because we do not convert, we awaken. We do not impose, we inspire. We do not bow except to the truth itself. Dharmo rakshati rakshataha. Dharma protects those who protect dharma. Namaste.